Hey everyone, this is Ultima Bass coming to you today. We are playing a game that I've been wanting to play for a long time on YouTube, and this is actually a very fun Sonic fan game that I ran across just recently. Apparently, it's been out quite a while, but I just finally got to it today, and I really wanted to talk about it a little bit with you all today. This video is going to be about a half hour long, but I really wanted to talk about it and discuss Sonic Dimensions with you all. So originally, this game came out kind of a long time ago. I think it was posted around like 2015, 2016. It's I can't believe I didn't even see it for very long. So the art style is very Sonic Rush inspired. You'll notice that with Shadow and the way he does his moves and things like that. If you look at his spin dash, it's very familiar if you've ever played the Sonic Advance or Sonic Rush series. So yeah, this game came out in around 2015, 2016 from my notes here. It's got about 7 playable levels. One of them's a secret level that I didn't even know about when I was making this video. And you won't see that in this one. I'm actually going to try to unlock it after I complete this. After I, do this video, and maybe I'll come back and do another version of this video at another time. But so you can do a bunch of things here. As you can see, it has the rush mechanic or the boost mechanic, which is actually pretty fun in this game. You can do a lot of neat things with it. If you go on a tear, you can really use your momentum to take out enemies that are kind of further away. So you're going to see a couple of different things in this video. I'm going to play the levels twice in a row, and the reason why I am doing that is because there's a couple of cool things. One, obviously, you saw that I have all the Chaos Emeralds already, so I just turned into Super Shadow here. It's very fun to, be able to do that. So very easy to collect all the Chaos Emeralds. All you have to do is S-rank the level, in my experience, and you get a Chaos Emerald. That's it. You do get red rings, as you can see on the bottom right. The red rings are, I believe, the key to unlocking a final level. I have not done that yet. I will do that, and uploading a new video regarding that. You can see that. But right now I'm playing all of the levels except for the last one. I didn't do the last one. The Null Zone level for this video. But I will do that once I unlock everything. But this video is solely just to talk about the game. Anyway, yeah, so playing all the levels both times with a normal and then their super form. So you can really get a feel for how that works. So my initial impressions of this game are so good. It's really polished. I mean, my biggest problem I have with the game really is that it's not very stable. It can crash, and it actually did crash and give me a few bugs here and there. So much so that I had to edit the video down. It was much longer because of all the bugs. But I did leave one bug in there. I wanted to see if you guys will catch it. It should be pretty easy to catch, though. I'm amazing! So another cool thing about this game, when you become your super form, you'll notice that you don't get an S ring, you get an X ring, which is really interesting. I don't actually know where that's actually from. I don't know if that's actually a Sonic Rush feature, because I don't really remember that. But that also might be a Sonic Colors feature. You see here, I'm kind of bugging you out here. This is not that was not the game. That was me bugging out. You'll notice that a few times in my playthroughs. But I tried to be as smooth as possible as going through this. It's been really fun to try to do some tricks with this. You have the Lightspeed Dash. You have boosting, which as a Sonic fan today, I'm not the biggest fan of the boost mechanic, but I think in this game it does a really good job of capturing the speed of Shadow and Sonic. The majority of this gameplay is is Shadow because I'm a big Shadow guy. So I wanted to give more love to Shadow, especially since last year or the year before that was his birthday. So I decided to play as Shadow here. You notice that you also hear voice acting in here as well. That's kind of a cool little feature that the creator did make from this. So the creator's name is actually Phantom Redea, which I hope he's listening and watches this video because I really, really would like to see an update to this game. It's a very, very fun game. He does plan on having more than just one act for each stage. Right now, it's currently restricted to just one act per stage. That's why I kind of do 2 acts here. You'll notice that that I do the normal and super modes of this playthrough because I just wanted to show off how cool it looks, and the art style is so very good. I think he does a great job of capturing the Sonic Advanced sprites here in the background. Like the levels themselves look so good. This is obviously based on Stardust Speedway. And we got some of the music, I think, from one of the Sonic games that had this song. You'll notice that a lot of these songs are also from different Sonic games that have been released by Sonic Team. I think this one is actually, I think this one actually might be done by T-Lopes, actually. This one's Sonic Mania based. Comments can please correct me if I'm wrong there. And we go going with my super form here. Get stuck there a little bit. So a little bit kind of crazy how this game looks, and just the movement honestly feels so good. Stuck there. It feels so good. The boosting and just jumping and the way your momentum moves you forward. Everything feels good. You get right to the action real fast. You get, I mean, with the super forms, you get unlimited boost. It seems like it didn't seem like I was losing any boost at any time. You can also have skill sets, kind of like Sonic Generations. So Sonic Generations, they have the skill sets that you can have, like extended boost meter, which you can have here. But in this case, you get that by having different levels to your ring count. And as long as you keep your level, your ring count up, you'll have many different levels. I think the levels are level 1 is 50 rings for level 1, 100 rings for level 2, and 150 rings for level 3. That will extend your boost meter, but you can only do that if you enable that in the skill menu. So yeah. So this game was originally, as I said, came out 2015 and 2016. However, this demo came out a couple of years ago, I think around May of 2023.
Let me show you.
And he said he was bringing it back because apparently it was on hiatus for quite a while. And then he said he was bringing it back. And he plans on having full 2-act stages, boss battles, new skills, multiple save states. Improved physics. I don't know if it really needs improved physics, because I think they're really good already. But if anything, maybe just kind of kill some of the bugs that this game had. One of my favorite levels of the game here is Aquatic Ruin, or not Aquatic Ruin. I think it's called Aquatic Ruin. It's called Aquatic Ruin. It's called Aquatic Terminal, by the way. Yeah, so it's just the loop-de-loops, the forward momentum you get. It just, everything just clicks so well. And you also have the stomp from the Sonic Generation game, so that's in there too. You can do lots of really cool ideas. So you notice that right there, the light speed dash was kind of there. It just kind of like floated in, and then maybe that could be one thing that could be improved, because I was doing a light speed dash there, even though I wasn't trying to. Yeah, so this is kind of fun Sonic game that I've really been enjoying the last week or so. Again, the wall jumping is really good too. Sometimes I feel like you can get stuck there a little bit, but I never really thought it was really buggy. But you just get to know your timing, I think, pretty well. Currently, development is ongoing for this. It's just that we don't know, or I haven't heard anything about any updates to it since then.
Let's get this over with.
And I'm really hoping that that we see more of this in the future, because I think this has a lot of legs to stand on, and it's probably one of my favorite Sonic fan games that I've played, and it's only been like a week since I've played it, so it's just really, really fun. There are a couple other things that this game has up its sleeve. It does have tricks a la Sonic Unleashed. You might have seen that already. Super Shadow, rather. Here you go.
Nice.
Very easy trick there. You do get graded on how fast you do the tricks. Fantastic. It seems like being the best rank you can get there. Walk up there, and of course you saw that you have the homing attack in here. I do use it, but it feels like there are a lot of enemies that you can chain together and just use the boost to destroy the enemies, and it's really, really fun to just kind of mow them down like that. Obviously, boost works in the water, which I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. I think you should have a little bit of a slowdown there, but I'm not like hating on him for putting that in there. It was actually fun to get through it very quickly. Here's your bug that I was mentioning earlier. This is one I felt obligated to keep in because it was just hilarious, and I just loved it so much. So
Let me show you what
so I kept that in
power
for you
is.
to give you a little bit of an Easter egg. I thought it was very fun to go through and just kind of keep some of the bugs in there. I didn't keep all of them in there. You'll notice some kind of weirdness about them, but I think overall it's a pretty bug-free experience. I have noticed that some controllers do not work well with this specific game. I've noticed that a PlayStation controller is not working very well at present. It will map the things wrong, and for some reason I had a weird transition there, but I'll keep that in for you because that's a bug on my part. So we'll get better in the editing as time goes on. So yeah, a really fun playthrough. Definitely check it out if you have time to do so. So there are some character differences. You'll notice this a little bit as you play the game, but it's something I didn't notice until I actually looked up doing my research on the game. Sonic is faster on the ground and can double jump in standard swamp, whereas Shadow is slower but faster in the air, which I didn't know that. I didn't really realize that until I looked this up. He also has unlimited air dashes, but that does do a cooldown, and you'll notice if you try to do it twice in a row and it's just not working. There you go. This is the 150 level up, by the way. I think this is later in my recording process here. He also uses a chaos ability. You've definitely seen that when he does kind of like a glowing orb type thing, a shadow orb type thing. I never use it. I don't know what it's for. I think you can destroy enemies pretty quickly, but I don't really use it all that much. You'll notice I do a lot of the homing attacks and just boost to destroy enemies. That's usually the best course of action. You can also descend at an angle on his stomp, Shadow. And you'll notice that if you ever stomp and you can hold forward. He doesn't always do it, but yeah, It's one of those things where he's just kind of he plays very differently from Sonic. So it's nice that he put that in there.
Let me show you what ultimate power is.
So yeah, as I said, the ranking system here. This is another one of my favorite stages here. The music here is very good. I'm actually not sure exactly where this song is from. I think this might be one that either Verdea did himself or someone provided it for him. But it's very good. I very much enjoy this track. Thankfully, the files of the game, they're all included. And you can just kind of take the songs from the files in the folders structure. So I can put that in my Apple Music or something like that if I want to listen to it later. There is an achievement system, as you probably saw. There's many different achievements. And I might splice that in here post, but I want to get this video up by tomorrow. So tomorrow being Friday, I have a video once every Friday, so that's probably when you'll be seeing this. So yeah, the achievement system is there. Then you have so the ranking system. In my research, this is how it's supposed to work, but this is not how it works currently. So S rank requires 250,000 points, which is actually true. That one does work correctly. Then there's the X rank, which is 500,000 points. But we have noticed that already that does not happen. All you need is to be in super form and collect 250,000 points. And you can get to 250,000 points just by completing a level and getting under about 2 minutes, I've noticed. So it's pretty easy to get the S ranks if you're a good Sonic player, pretty much.
Let me show you what ultimate power is.
Yeah, so pretty much the game. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you really enjoy these little Sonic videos that I'm going to be starting to do. I'm going to be putting out more of these Sonic videos. I have a couple of other fan games lined up. And going to make kind of like a series of like different fan games that Sonic makes. As you can see, you get into the super form again here. This place, I was like, what the hell? Like, this little thing is like, little spring is just not very intuitive, and well, I shouldn't say not intuitive, but like it was kind of confusing to me when I was like, what? I thought I could go higher, and you can go higher, and sometimes you can use the stomp to propel yourself after you go off like a mushroom or something like that, or another spring, and you can go higher than you initially nod. You'll notice like a lot of nods to like different Sonic games in here, like the Cool Edge stage that I believe is coming up. We've already done it. It has a lot of different parts to it that are basically just ripped right out of Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3. And you'll notice like some other stages have like Hydrocity Zone. Yes, Hydrocity Zone. That's how I call it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but it's Hydrocity Zone, people. Get over it. As you can see, I use the stomp there to, kind of help propel. And you can see there with the mushrooms there, which is obviously Mushroom Hill Zone inspired there. This whole stage is basically Mushroom Hill Zone. So there is that. So let's see, get 142, and I actually got exactly 250,000 points on that one. I did not realize that when I did it. I was just looking for that X rank because I knew it was coming. So yeah, it's Cool Edge, and you'll notice a lot of different nods to Ice Cap Zone Act 2 specifically here. But the music here is not Ice Cap Zone, which you'd think it would be, but it's actually the level from Sonic Unleashed, which I'm spacing on right now. Yeah, well, one of the things I always critique Sonic fan games, especially when it comes to Shadow, is animation. How good did they nail the sliding animation for his rocket shoes? This one I think they do it well. It's kind of hard to see because I'm always boosting here, but I think he does a good job of using that, making the sprite really glide instead of just kind of running. Or because I've even noticed that even Sonic games don't, like Sonic games, they ever since like Sonic Adventure 2, I think Sonic Adventure 2, the first time they did it, they nailed his running animation, but the running animations for Shadow since then haven't been very good, in my opinion. They've been kind of like stiff, or like they just don't feel as flowing or as good as the Sonic Adventure 2 versions of Shadow. I think it's one of those cases where they got it right the first time. And lately they've been better, especially in Shadow Generations. I think Shadow Generations running speed and the way Shadow controls in general is the best I've ever felt in the Sonic game. I think they took that style of, kind of running in Sonic Frontiers and put it into Shadow Generations, I should say. I think they do a very good job at that, and I think they are just, they have Sonic move it really good nowadays. They even better than some of the fan games that are out there.
Very well. Let's do this.
Do more Super Shadow here. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other things I want to talk about. So, let's talk about platform support. This actually supports a few platforms, believe it or not. Obviously, it's on PC. It's mostly going to be playable on PC. You'll notice that a lot of these fan games are only playable on PC, but some of them have Android support. This one does not have Android support, but it does have Nintendo Switch support, which I did not realize. It does support the Switch via homebrew, so definitely if you want to play this on a console, it's definitely possible if you have a hacked Switch. It's really cool that you can do that. So for now, as far as I know, there is no Android or iOS support, no mobile support whatsoever in this for this port. You may be able to play it on an Xbox 360 if you know what you're doing there, but for the most part, you're going to be playing this on PC. I would bet very high dollars that you can probably play this on the Steam Deck as well. You just need to figure out how to put that in Steam and make that work. But I would wager a guess that this would work on Steam since it's PC based. But if not, Windows is always a good place to play it, regardless of what your feelings are on Windows nowadays with all the AI stuff in it. Another thing I wanted to point out, I finally have the leveling enabled for this one, so you'll notice that the rings are 188, and I have a much higher boost gauge, but since I'm super form, it doesn't really matter because I have infinite stamina anyway. So as you can see, very, very easy to get that X rank. Amazing! So let's talk about some of the skills you can get. So obviously we talked about the rings that you can get to level it up to the rings.
Let's do this.
And in this level, you'll see that on Go you can actually have a boost off, kind of like a extended boost there. Basically, what that'll do, it'll give you a little bit of extra speed once you boost off. This is again another one of my favorite levels in the game. I have like 3 favorite levels in this game, and this is definitely one of them. That is an interesting mechanic. I don't remember that mechanic being in other games, and there's more Sonic 3 references there. In the clouds, you see that it's very Sonic 3 inspired there. The homing attack is really, really good in this game. And then grinding on rails, it flows so well. It's like the way he has them placed is just so good. I think he's done just such a great job of placing certain elements like that. Kind of messed up there. And these like running on walls like that. That's just such a cool idea that I don't think I've ever seen in another Sonic game. They might have been other Sonic games that did that, but I'm spacing on where I've seen that before, and I've been trying to figure that out as I watch the video. Now, this is not. I'm not playing this game as I'm doing it. I'm doing a voiceover recording, and I'm experimenting with different ways I'm doing this. Maybe I'll do probably some of these while I'm playing the game, or maybe I'll do them in post like I'm doing now. But as I continue to do more YouTube videos, I'll figure out my style and see what I actually enjoy when it comes to doing these. I think I actually enjoy doing like post gameplay and then doing the audio, or at least the voiceovers, this way. I do like to kind of give you all the reasons for why I do what I do in my videos, so you guys are always in the know. You notice I have 106 lives now, which is kind of crazy. There's no cap to it's usually, at least it seems like there's no cap to how many lives you can have. And at that point, like, why even have lives at all? I think even Sega has done away with lives now. You don't even have lives in Shadow Generations the way we used to. And I think that's kind of, I don't know if I really like that as much, but I also don't really see the need for lives anymore either. Because, like, if you're just gonna give me 8,000 rings, I mean, what's the point? I even should go far as to say rings probably don't even really need to be added either. But I think that will add to some sort of challenge. Maybe because I've been playing Sonic my entire life, that getting rings is not like the hardest thing. No, not the hardest thing to do anymore. And plus, they give you so many rings. Like I've already got 130 something rings, and I'm super now, so it's definitely not going to mean anything later. Personally, I think if you were to change the formula up in any way, you would keep the rings, but if you get hit, you're not able to get rings back after you take the hit. You just lose the rings, period. You don't, like, how the rings spray out. You can collect them to maintain some sort of. I would probably maybe even make a Sonic game where the rings don't come back. You can't get them. Those are things that I've always experimented with Sonic games that I've always wanted to try, but I'm not very good at developing, so I'm probably not going to do it. And that's just me. Another X rank, and I believe there's okay. So here's a little surprise that I've promised you at the end of this video. Actually, no, we have one more. I forgot. There was actually one more stage, Astral Station. This is kind of like the big stage, the penultimate stage before the final one. There are no bosses in this game, like I've said before. There's only there are plans to make bosses, but currently there are no bosses in this version of the game, which is not a big deal, but it would be nice to actually be able to see bosses and how he would implement those type of things in the game. There's another Sonic fan game that I am going to play eventually down the line. Figure out the name of it. Oh yeah, I also love the music here too. It's just so good. It's got like kind of like a lo-fi vibe kind of deal. It just sounds really good. Sonic vs. the Darkness, which is also very much like this game. That's the other game I might be doing a video on soon. That one might actually be a play, like a kind of let's play video, where I actually play it and then kind of do commentary as I'm playing the game. That one actually has a full storyline, and much like this game has a hub world. This game does have a hub world. I don't really show it much in this video, But there's a hub world where you can kind of go and almost like Sonic Generations, where you can go to different parts of the hub world and get to the levels. That's how you basically unlock every level. You finish the level and then you do them. And you do them this way. For this video, I just wanted to focus on the levels. I think eventually I will do one that's more in line with the full game. That will probably be when we get the update. So there's the S rank for that, and then we're gonna go our super form. Basically, right here, I'm just hitting B to get to the to just retry the stage, and then I do it in super form.
Do this.
And we're at 115 lives, which is crazy. This is why I don't even see the real need for even actually having the. I would even go far as to say just take the lives out, because I don't think you really need it. I mean, kids today are better at video games than when I was playing video games back in the day, and I think so there's that little chaos thing, and I almost forgot to go into super form there anyway, so I'm glad I got to stop there. I like these little the little pole things where you can use your momentum to go forward. A couple awkward spots there where I kind of slowed down. I'm trying to figure out how to continue my momentum to get that. I might have to jump instead of holding the directional pad, because I think the directional pad is actually slowing me down. I'm always trying to figure out ways to improve. I like how I just destroyed that spike pillar. I think you can only do that in super form too. This level seemed to have the most bugs. I did crash quite a number of times in this level, especially when I was using a controller that wasn't really supported. Like I mentioned this earlier, but controller support. I use a 8-bit Do controller, 8-bit Do controller, whatever you want to call it. Ultimate 2C controller. That's my main controller for PC. But I was also trying this on a PlayStation DualSense controller. It did not like that very much, and I think that contributed to a lot of crashes. And it's so much so that I reset my PC, and that actually eliminated all the crashes to get this little bit of gameplay down. So I believe now it is time for the little surprise, as I did both versions of Astral Station as Super and Normal Shadow. If you happened to get all X's, you now become hypersonic, which when I was reporting this video, I was like, what the heck? You can actually become hypersonic? And that was a really cool little tidbit that I didn't realize that you could do. So you're gonna see. So you can see. So there's the jungle level that I didn't unlock yet. You need to have 35. I think there's 35 in total. Red coins to be able to unlock it. So here's hypersonics. There's a little bit of hypersonic gameplay. This is a little bonus. And you get to see a little bit of Sonic gameplay. So you can tell right away Sonic is very fast now that I see it in video form. He is much faster than Shadow. It's just kind of crazy. And so, in order to actually become hypersonic, you need to, I believe, have a level 100 boost gauge. I don't think I tried to do it as current Shadow, but once I hit 100 rings, you'll notice that I will go into hypersonic eventually. I was actually trying to figure out how do I get hypersonic now, because I'm not hypersonic now, and you'll notice it come up in a minute. I hope. Oh, I'm pretty sure. There we go. So yeah, so hypersonic here. I don't think he has any other new moves. I didn't notice anything new. So yeah, he has the rainbow colors, kind of almost pastel rainbow colors, not necessarily just rainbow colors in general. But he has Yeah. You can see the different colors there, but as you can tell, he's very much the same as Supersonic, except he is he's very much a different color. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Don't forget, I stream Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. We'll be playing Chrono Trigger on there, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.